There we go. Let's see if it does it again. We were just talking about pee bottles. So way over there, I hit it. I drink a lot of water. So guys always ask, if you drink a lot of water, you piss all day. Right. So what I do is I have a gallon that I use as my pee bottle, and then I just empty it once a day. That way I have to go back and forth to the bathroom like 14 times a day. But then you were saying in college,
So in college, me and my roommates were going to...
what college?
University of Oregon.
Yep.
This is back when we were real good at football. And we were going down to Palo Alto to play the Stanford Cardinal. And so we were going the night before the game so we could wake up at 5 a.m., start drinking, and go to college game day. So
I don't drink, but he does.
Yeah, well, it's college. So, and for some reason, my friend Paul, his parents paid for the whole trip for some reason, but they were
Is this the guy that went with us to the Bahamas?
No, different friend.
Okay.
This guy's crazy.
I've never met any of your crazy friends. I've met your normal friends.
I keep my crazy friends away. But for some reason, he was like, we need to get there by so-and-so time, so we're not stopping.
Oh, yeah. So you were typical college students. You used the fucking large from McDonald's cups.
No,
I got to tell you about your uncle in a second. You might know this story, but go ahead.
Yeah. We used the Gatorade bottle.
Well, that's pretty good. That's got a wide...
No.
Why not?
We had mini Gatorade bottles.
Okay.
Because his parents went to Costco.
Oh, got the little kid ones?
Yeah, they're the mini bottles, but there's a bunch of them, and they just put them in the back of the...
That's not going to fucking work.
And so I was like, Paul, I'm going to piss all over the back of the car. There's no way.
I'm sure they did. How many guys were in the car?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And I was like, Paul,
he probably didn't care.
This isn't gonna happen. And he's like,
whatever,
I don't
man.
care.
I don't care. Yeah.
And it's not a short drive, so that happened a few times because we weren't stopping.
Okay, so here's the story about your uncle, my brother, who has your name. So you might even know this. He's traveling from LA to Portland, okay, on the freeway.
Yeah.
And he's got to go. This is a true story. This is the kind of guy my brother is, one of my brothers. So he's got to go. He doesn't want to pull over. So he has a large or medium from McDonald's empty in his, right? So he's like, check for cops. Okay, so he just kind of figures it out as he's driving. And he starts filling it. Oh, it's a small. He had to really go. So he's filling it, and he can't stop. So he's like, and finally gets to the rim. He's like, it stops. He's like, oh, thank God. Well, he's a dumb shit. So now he has this cup full of piss, and he doesn't know what to do with it. So he's like, I'll just dump it out the window. So he rolls down the window and dumps it out, and the wind just blows it right back on and covers it. And he kept doing it because he's a dumb shit.
Yeah.
I should have him on these videos. God damn. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's got a lot of good stories.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I guess he travels a lot, so I guess he kind of matches some of the stuff. Let's cover the basics first, because not everybody knows this. So let's explain why we have this resemblance. The camera did it again. It's still doing that zoom thing. Oh, fuck. I'll fix it in post. So I married your mom when I was 25. Let's see. How was I? You were 4. I was 24 when I met your mom. And then I married your mom. You became my son. And then your sister came a year and a half later. Something like that. And you were 4 or 5. Do you remember any of that?
I don't remember the age.
You want to hear something really crazy? Your sister doesn't remember me and your mom being married at all.
What?
That might be bullshit. That's what she told me.
Not
the last day she told me that. She was 8. Maybe she has moments. She doesn't remember it.
That's gotta be.
Well, you were a lot older. You remember everything.
Yeah, but I also remember times before you and my mom were together.
Right.
So
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I mean,
Goop, I think you're lying. I think she's full of shit. Who knows?
did not remember when she was 8.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what she says.
I mean, maybe selective, you know.
Yeah, I know. What was your? Do you remember stuff when you were 3?
I don't remember.
I have one video of
earliest.
you. I have one video of you when you were like 3. 3? Yeah, you were 3. I have one video of you when you were 3. I've got it somewhere.
I saw.
You may not want to see it, but it's pretty good. It's pretty funny.
Some pretty old. No, I saw one really old video of me, like
Pre-4 or 5, pre-me.
Yeah.
That's probably the one I have. It's the only one I got. It's the one your mom had. The only one I got for your mom. It's the only one your mom had. I think it was Christmas or something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the same one. Yeah. Okay. You were 3. You were little.
But
you were tiny.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that one.
Yeah, you were tiny. You were a tiny little guy. Shit, you were little. You were little, and you would climb shit.
Yeah.
You would climb shit all over. So, like, the way I'm getting texts from international FBs. I'm recording this on my phone. You would climb shit, and you would fall, and you'd land on your head, and everyone would go, "Oh my god!" And you'd be like, "I'm fine." But then, like, if your mom, like, grabbed you or something, or someone said something mean to you, then you'd cry. So it depends. Yeah. I remember that. When you were little. Yeah. You just got back from Thailand. So, I call you a perpetual traveler. Is that a valid description of you? You don't have a home.
I don't know what a valid is.
You have to see it I know you don't want to categorize. You have to pick something. I call you a perpetual traveler because you don't really have a home. You spend a few months in one location, a few months in another location, a few months in another location. So go back through, because this is what I get questions about from the guys. Go back through your travel schedule the last 3 or 4 years. So if you were in Thailand for about 7 months, just now?
Just now?
This is the United States, by the way. This is my house right before I moved.
Just now I was there for 11 months.
11 months? Oh, really? Okay. So before that you were...
I
here
was
briefly, right?
Here for like 1 or 2 months, maybe.
Okay, then before that you were Mexico.
I was in Mexico for over a year.
Over a year.
Well,
how did you do that with your visa?
So we went to Las Vegas during.
More than once?
No, at one point.
Well, over a year you have to leave.
Yeah.
How long does your American visa last in Mexico? How long does that last?
It's 6 months. So what happened?
Oh shit! Okay, cool.
So I went.
All right. Good.
I went to Mexico, and then I came back, and then I went back to Mexico, and then
So it wasn't 100% consistent year and a half, but close.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, you're just a few days.
I mean,
how long were you in Vegas? Were you there with me?
Yeah. We went for...
Oh, that's right. That was... Oh, so you used that as your trip back. Okay, cool. All right.
And then that reset my visa.
Oh, okay, right.
And then...
Was that when Alyssa and all of us were there?
Yeah.
And Pink Firefly and everybody? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. And then...
I forgot about that, yeah. I try to do... I haven't done this lately. I try to do family trips with my kids in other locations. I haven't done that last year or two, but it's COVID and shit.
Yeah. That's actually...
So we had a family trip in Vegas.
I forgot, actually. So I didn't come from Mexico, actually. I lived in Spain for like 6 months.
But Spain was before Mexico. Right?
Spain was after Mexico.
Was Mexico sandwiched with Spain?
So I went Mexico I went America, Mexico, Mexico, and then instead of going back to America,
you went to Spain?
I went to Belgium for
briefly,
like a week or something.
Okay, then how long were you in Spain?
And then I was in Spain for
a few months, but not long, right?
5 months.
And before all this, were you in Japan? What was the first place you went to? Was that Mexico? I've lost track. Or is really that it? Spain, Mexico, Thailand?
Before No, then I had to come back because of. Well, when I was in Spain, I went to
You can
Portugal.
Come. They can't see you. Right here. Just go right here.
Go put it in the fridge. Your fridge.
Oh, do you want to be seen on camera?
No. I got my pajamas.
Pink fireflies are jammies.
I'll just put it in my fridge then.
Yeah, okay, put up separate pile. Thank you, sweethearts.
And then I went
What was another country you've been to besides those, or is that it?
somewhere.
You were in Asia. No?
Taiwan.
Taiwan. So you were in Taiwan when COVID hit, and you're like, oh shit, I don't want to be stuck in Taiwan. So you went to Thailand, which is a lot cheaper than Taiwan. Right? Is that why?
No, I went to
Taiwan's
Thailand because I had never been to Taiwan before. And I was like, I don't.
Oh, okay.
know
How long were you in
what's gonna
Taiwan?
happen.
How long were you in Taiwan? Like a month?
No.
A few months?
It was like a few days before they were
Oh,
like,
I didn't know that.
we're locked, because Taiwan was one of the first
I
countries.
know.
They're like,
I remember that. I remember texting like, oh fuck, you better get out of there.
they're like,
I remember that. That was last year. I know, I remember that.
we're kicking people out, we're closing down border, and I'm like, okay,
So,
Thailand.
Guys are going to ask, how do you make money being location independent? Alpha 2.0. How do you do it? How do you do it in the last, you can overview. You don't have to give specifics. Overview it in the last few years. What do you do?
Well, since it's fresh in my mind, the like 3 biggest sources of income in the last like year, I guess, since we just had like yearly numbers,
Sure.
was my advertising agency, and then
That's
affiliate.
online advertising?
Yeah,
Okay.
affiliate marketing was another really big one, but that's like kind of tied into.
Are you
my
doing affiliate?
advertising.
Are you doing, I'm trying to ask questions I know they'll ask. Are you doing affiliate marketing for information products? Or
Yeah.
hard product? Yes.
Yeah.
Any services? No.
Yeah, so, well, this is, I was about to get into this.
Okay.
Because, so, like, for my
He's full Alpha
advertising-
2.0, by the way. Unlike your daughter, who is not. Not your daughter. My daughter, sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't jump ahead. Unlike my daughter, although she's a girl, different scenario, and she's younger. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, well,
Affiliate,
so-
what are you selling via affiliate?
So, like, for my affiliate stuff, let's jump back a little bit. So, my advertising
He's very
agency-
deliberate the way he speaks. Is very unlike me, but go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
You can tell the way he speaks is very deliberate.
My
He
advertising...
thinks before he talks, unlike me.
Yeah, sometimes. My advertising agency got started back in, I don't even remember what year, but as a real estate agent, and I got a bunch of leads for our broker, well, for myself. And I was like, I can't deal with all these because I was using
I remember that.
my money to pay for like Facebook ads at the time. And then I was just giving out my leads and taking
Commission.
referral.
Oh.
Or like
Referral fee?
commission. Yeah, referral fee. And, 25% for doing nothing other than creating. And then eventually...
These are leads you got online?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
for an individual region?
Yeah, it's all for... Because it's
This
all
area?
for...
Portland area?
It's all Portland.
Okay.
Because I was a real estate agent in Portland, so I could, like, do the deals myself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a long, like, turnaround cycle in real estate.
So that's an example of something you can do with a location-dependent business and turn it into something location-independent. What he did, instead of being real estate in Portland, he got the leads online and then sold the leads.
Well, that's not...
I know that's not all you did. It's just step
entire-
one.
Well,
I know.
So what really kicked it off was my boss, the owner, was like, how are you doing this? Because there's so many other agents, and he's like, we have like, our top agents aren't producing this amount of leads. And I'm like, I'm just making these little ads on Facebook based on like some stuff I learned. And he's like, can you just do it for the whole brokerage? I was like,
keep talking. I have to adjust this fucking rap. Keep talking.
I was like, I mean, I can't really do my actual job if I'm doing this for the whole brokerage. And he was like, okay, then we'll salary you, and then you can also get commission on top of that, and I'll refer you out to people. And so he's like, if it works, I'll refer you out to people that aren't our competitors.
You were just being paid on commission at that point, right? You weren't paid a salary at all, right?
I had a low salary.
So you were on salary?
Yeah.
Oh. So he offered to raise your salary? That work?
Yeah, it was like
salary plus maybe commission?
It was like
a little, probably not much. Right.
So the salary they were giving us, which is really rare for a real estate salesperson to get any salary starting off, was like
I know.
Maybe like $500 a week or something.
But anyway, so he wanted you to start doing that for him, and that's when you started learning how to do advertising.
And yeah, well, I had already learned how, and I did it for everyone else. And then he referred me out to people. And then for my advertising agency, we need a specific software. At the time, we were using ClickFunnels. And so I'd have them sign up for ClickFunnels through my affiliate link.
Oh. Okay.
And then...
So you get media income there. Is that residual, or is that a one-time thing?
It's residual.
That's cool.
So,
Cool.
That's a really big income stream for me.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's a good point. So you set up an advertising agency and you use a system, and then you have an affiliate set up with that system so that as soon as they sign up and they're regularly paying that system, even if they leave you still get income from them. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like after taxes not so great, but before taxes.
Why after taxes not so great? What are you doing wrong? Do we need to discuss this later?
Yeah, I'm not so
You should be paying a lot of taxes. What are you doing?
Nah.
Oh, what the fuck? You're fucking that up.
I'm not so great on that.
Oh, well, you and I talk offline about that then.
Yeah.
You should be paying those taxes. What are you doing? No. Especially you're not in the United States. Especially in the United States, more than max 35 days a year, you can do the foreign earned income exclusion. Which you should be doing, by the way.
I was in more than 30.
I understand, but still. There's still a lot of shit you can do.
I know.
All right. I didn't know that. Shit, you didn't tell me that. All right.
Yeah.
That's
but, I mean, it's
fuck
like...
taxes.
It's
You know how much tax I'm going to save in about 5 days when I leave? Actually, I've already started.
10%.
10% of what I'm paying now? No, way more than that.
Like, I meant by percentage. Like,
oh, I don't know. I don't know what the exact number is. It's at least 50% less of what I'm currently paying now. Probably more. My goal is to get to 4% or less total taxes on my total income. 4% or less. I don't know if I can do that this year. Maybe next year, in a year or two. That's my goal.
Wow.
But I could get down to 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Easy 5, 6, 7. I don't know. We'll see. You have to ask me next year. In 2022. After doing my taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Did you, the woman you met at Freedom Fest, I'll tell the story in a second. The woman that you met at Freedom Fest with me,
oh, yeah?
did she end up being a paying client or no?
Yeah.
So, we were at Freedom Fest 2 years ago in Vegas?
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Oh, no. It was like
3.
3 or 4 years ago.
3. I think it was 3.
Oh, yeah,
and
maybe.
He's an extrovert, unlike me. So we're sitting waiting to watch Jim Rogers, somebody. We're sitting in the seminar room, and this room's filling up, and I'm sitting there on my phone because I want to talk to anybody, and he talks to everybody. So a woman was sitting next to him, and he just goes, "Hi, my name's Josh. How are you?" And that's what he does. He's done that since he was little. I never do that. I've never done that in my life. And he starts talking to this woman, and she became a client who's paying you $2,500 a month?
Yeah.
Right? For a few months?
Yeah. Well, it was $2,500 plus commission, actually.
$2,500 plus commission for a few months?
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I need that." And so he just wrote it. You were at the hotel room writing up the proposal, writing up all the charts and shit.
Yeah.
I saw you doing that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one person he met at a conference ended up being whatever number that is, 2,500 times X times plus commission.
Oh, and she gave me a lot of referrals, and she knew Robert Kiyosaki.
Holy shit. Okay. See, one handshake can do that when you're aggressive. So you can be aggressive in sales or you can be aggressive with leads. He's aggressive with both. I'm aggressive with sales, but not with leads. I don't meet people because I don't care. But yeah, that's the kind of shit you can pull off when you're an extrovert. I can't. I could, but I don't want to.
I actually remember now.
I have it right in front of me too. I'm like, no, there he goes. Cool.
So what we were watching was like a debate, and she was on the debate panel.
Oh.
And she was like, "Hey, can you record this for me?" And I was like,
oh, okay. We were watching a debate. Yes.
yeah, it's like,
Okay.
sure, why not?
Cool.
And then
Cool.
I recorded it for her, and she was like, oh yeah, I remember you were telling me that you did, maybe this is like a video I could use. And I was like, yeah, you could do like this and this. And then she was like, yeah, let's talk more about it like tomorrow or something like that. And I was like, sure, why not? And yeah.
So she was in, and now here's the other thing. She lived in Los Angeles. This is when you lived in, where the hell you were?
I lived
Mexico?
in-
Were you in Mexico then?
No, I was in, actually, yeah, I was with Jesse in Mexico.
Jesse is his ex-girlfriend. We'll talk about that in a second. So he closed on someone who didn't even live in his own town. Location dependent. So your income streams right now are advertising, affiliate sales. What was the third thing?
Oh, advertising agency, affiliate marketing, and then my own products.
Your own info products?
Yeah.
What is it, about a third, or not quite?
No.
So what your info products are real estate, right? Or you have new stuff?
My info products are real estate.
Your
and
info
then-
products?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are these courses?
It's for real
Okay.
estate agents, and then I teach people how to start an advertising agency like I did, because I had a little bit of money from real estate, so I just hired out for.
We'll put a link on the bottom. We'll make you some cash. I'll just charge you 50% commission. So let's see. I want to cover that first. You're 29 or 28? You're 29, right?
I'm 29.
I got it right. Okay, shit. I had to figure out what your sister's birthday was. I got the date wrong. Or no, I got the age wrong. I got something wrong.
How old is she?
22.
Okay.
I got the age right. I got the year wrong. I always remember you're born in 91.
Yeah.
I always remember that because I graduated high school in 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you were growing up, I was always the youngest dad at all the functions. Every time I went to a basketball game, every time I went to a soccer game, every time I went to whatever you did at school, all these dads were like 45 and I was 25 going, yay! So to 26 and I looked it. I'm a baby face. So I looked it. So I'm like, oh, wow, these are old dads. Woo! Because his mom was how much older than me? 6 years older than me. So your mom we got married, your mom was 31 and I was 25. And you were 4 or 5. I think you were 4 turning 5, I think.
I must have been 5 or 6 then.
You might have been 5. You might have been 5, turning 6.
Yeah, I think so.
Then you're better at math than me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
It's weird.
like that.
It still is weird.
You know what? Actually,
You're 10 years younger than me. No, that's not right. You're 20 years exactly. Sorry.
I was like, what?
See my math? You're 20 years younger than me. That'd be weird. You ever see that movie? The movie where it's don't be a juice in the neighborhood in the hood. It's making fun of like the movie Juice and Boys in the Hood, and it's like black guys in the hood in like South Central.
Yeah.
And the black guy, his son is like 4 years younger than him. Like, yo, Dad, what's up? Yeah. Yo, Dad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so no, you're exactly 20 years younger than me, exactly.
Okay.
Almost exactly, because I was born in 72, you were born in 91.
Yeah, okay.
Right. And your birthday's really late in the year. So you're almost exactly 20 years.
Yeah, okay.
Which is young. That means I was 20 when you were born.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, you were going to say something. What? I forgot. I interrupted you.
For some reason... When I was in Thailand, some girl asked me if I had a crush on one of my teachers as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. And I was like, yeah. And then I thought of Miss Pepper. And then I was thinking,
Miss Pepper
like,
was hot.
so this is what I was going to ask you. I was like, was it just me being like I don't even know, like 10 or...
You were 6th grade?
I don't know. No.
That was 6th grade.
4th grade. 4th grade.
No. That's when I went to the camp with you. The summer camp.
Miss Pepper was at Sunset Elementary School.
Okay.
So that only went to 5th grade.
Oh, okay.
Trust me.
I thought you were 6th. Okay.
She's my 4th or 5th grade.
Could it have been you went to the summer thing with Miss Pepper even though you didn't have Miss Pepper? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
But I was thinking.
This is the one we went to the summer camp with, right? That teacher. That was Miss Pepper, I'm sure.
No, not summer camp.
Not summer camp. That 1 week camp that I went with you.
That would have been at Three Rivers Charter School.
No.
Yeah.
It was Miss Pepper.
No.
Miss Pepper was the really young one with the...
Did she have dark hair?
Yes. She was hot. That was the only hot teacher you had. Well, there was one other teacher who was my babysitter at the Three Rivers Charter School. And she was my babysitter when I was little.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have been hot.
I guess you're right, yeah. So, no, Miss Pepper. Okay, anyway, sorry. You go ahead. You were going to ask me something.
I'm positive Miss Pepper was either my fourth or maybe.
Okay, you know better than I would.
But
I don't remember these fucking things.
I only remember. Oh, maybe you.
That was the year you were hanging out with that dipshit guy, and your grades started suffering because you're hanging out with that dipshit. I forget his name.
Daniel.
Maybe.
Okay.
That
maybe.
one dipshit, and that was the
maybe.
same. Yeah, that was the same year you had Miss Pepper. I think.
Maybe.
It's the only time you ever did that because you terrified me because I thought in high school you would do that. You didn't.
Maybe.
So I'm pretty sure that was the year you had Miss Pepper. I'm thinking that was 6th.
Yeah. No, it definitely was not 6th.
Okay, that was 5th.
Okay.
So anyway.
But I was just thinking,
Miss Pepper was.
I was like,
hot.
was she really hot or was it?
She wasn't
like...
really hot. She was cute, and she had a fucking rack, and she was young and little with the titties, and she was young and cute, and she was like 20. She was like my age at the time. She was like 26 or something.
Yeah.
I was older than that, but she was in her 20s. So I must have been. You were 6th grade, so I must have been almost 30.
Yeah.
So probably 29. Yeah. Yeah. Miss Pepper was the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you liked Miss Pepper a lot because she was very fun. She was your only fun teacher. That's what your mom told me. She would like...
Because she is hot.
Well, that too. But it was because she would do things like, instead of teaching about like ships, okay, here's the ship, she would like put on a pirate hat and do a pirate thing. And she would do fun shit. And so your mom said, well, he really likes her because she's fun. And I'm thinking, might be another reason he likes her. Yeah.
I remember the last day.
She was your only hot teacher. As far as I remember. I mean, I didn't know in high school. I didn't know high school teachers. That's after the divorce, though. Anyway, yeah.
At the charter school, there was like a student teacher or something like that. That wasn't like a teacher.
Okay.
But she was like
probably. You had a few of those.
Graduate student or something.
Yeah.
And she was hot.
And she was hot.
She was like 22.
Well, there you go.
And she
that's when you were like 15?
She's like a hot blonde. Yeah.
Oh, I never saw her.
Yeah, she was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so remember Will?
Yeah.
Like, we would be in class, and Will would just be like, we had like code names for people back in.
Oh, chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I went to a tiny charter school, and it's like all the classrooms are on like the same floor, and it's like open concept.
So wait, let's go through that really quick. You went to a public school from K to 6th, right?
5th.
K to 5th. Then you went to a charter school for junior high, which is 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah.
So a charter school is when you have, it's technically public, but it's a hybrid. It's a small school of like 100 kids. It's barely even a school. And it's way better. It's almost like a private school. It doesn't cost you money, but you have to go in and donate your time and shit. We had to go in and clean the fucking place 3 or 4 times. Remember that? And then you went to the private high school, the Catholic private high school that your mom and my mom asked me to help pay for, and I said no. So my mom and your mom paid for it. Mostly my mom, I think. And that you went through there all 4 years.
Yeah.
Which is probably good for college prep. That's probably one of the reasons you got into the Ducks. OSU. OSU or U of O?
U of O.
Sorry, U of O. So I mix these up because I don't know anything about college.
I'm not. But
OSU
here I
U of
am
O.
wearing Arizona State stuff.
So here's a question I get. Hey, Caleb, how come your son went to college when you're against going to college? And the answer is because he's 18. He was 18. He's an adult. They can do whatever they want. I told you what my
That's
feelings
not
were.
the full answer.
Oh, well.
The full answer is originally I was going to college to be an anesthesiologist.
Oh, right. Briefly. I know that was real. That didn't last very long.
That lasted 2 years.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's why I have a Bachelor of Science, and
Yeah,
my degree isn't even
I know.
science. now.
I know. Yeah. So
It,
you got a
it
dual
lasted,
major.
Yeah, it lasted 2 years, and then I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna be."
Why not? What was the decision?
Oh, I just didn't want to.
Be an anesthesiologist?
I didn't want to go to med school and then do residency for like
Yeah,
a billion
10
years,
10 years of
and
your life,
then
yeah.
you know start everything. And I
Okay,
was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, I'll just become a lawyer instead.
I remember that.
Instead of becoming
So you got a dual major in poli-sci and...
international business.
So did you get a... So the science shit was wasted. You didn't get anything on that? Right? You didn't get a triple major.
But my
You got a dual major.
but it's like it's a Bachelor of Science. Because
What
it's you either get a Bachelor's of Arts or Bachelor's of Science.
See, this is what I know about college. Okay. So you have a BS, but you have a BS in international business and poli-sci?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. I understand. So do you have, on your college diploma, you get 2 of them? How does that work when you have a dual major?
I was talking to Mom about this the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever happened to my
You just get a new one. You order a new one. Right?
degree or diploma.
It's worthless. So who cares?
I've actually never. I've seen it once.
Yeah.
And
It's worthless.
I don't remember.
It was fucking
For an ad, actually, I was going. The reason I was asking Mom where it was is because I was gonna
would know.
take it for an ad and light it on fire.
Oh, that's good. A YouTube video. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's good. Great. So you couldn't find it?
No,
Order it. Order it and light it on fire. It'd be great.
I don't.
So you agree with me
don't
that
like-
college was pretty stupid?
I mean,
I didn't say it wasn't fun, because guys will say that. Well, but it's really fun. Okay, then go get a job and live next to a college and go hang out at the college parties and fuck all the college girls while you're at your job. Matter of fact, I did a little bit of that, a little bit. So what's fun? You can have fun without going to college. Who cares? So I didn't say it wasn't fun. I didn't say there might be aspects that were worthwhile, but I'm talking about the value of the degree that you got. Let's talk about that.
the value of the degree is not.
It's nothing. Good.
But the value of the connections and networking
Okay.
has actually
Okay. I agree with that.
proven to be valuable.
That can be true.
Especially with my internship.
That's also because you went to a pretty good college, pretty good state college, right?
Well, yeah, they're decent.
Isn't
but
U of
it's
O?
not like-
Isn't U of O better than decent? Or no? I wouldn't know.
Well, when better,
right.
like
Right. So guys will say like, well, Caleb, if people go to Harvard and Stanford, you'll get all kinds of inroads and through networking. Yeah. But most of that is if you have a job, if you want to have a job the rest of your life. Alpha 2.0, not really. But I guess you could theoretically turn some of those into entrepreneurial opportunities. So yeah, I mean, but again, do you need to fucking spend $300,000 in 4 years of your life to get some good referrals? Anyway.
well, I didn't have to spend that.
I know
But,
you didn't. Yeah.
like, I don't remember who it was. But
Well, call you had some student loans.
yeah, but not 300,000.
I know.
That
Yeah. Are those all paid? You still have debt?
all I thought I paid all my debt, but I just got more.
Well, new debt?
I got.
Well, that's
some
'cause you're stupid.
I got tax debt.
Oh, well, that's because you're dumb. That's exactly what I did when I was your age. About around the same age, too. 29, 30 is when I started fucking that up. Yeah, I had IRS debt. IRS or Oregon? IRS, probably. Well, probably both.
It's yeah, I think it's.
Where's your driver's license? Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Don't show the video.
Oregon.
All right.
Well, I wasn't going to show the video,
Okay.
but
All right. Cool.
um,
Okay, let's talk about girls, because guys ask about that. So what I say when I generally answer the question they ask about you is I say, right now you're pretty much 2.0. Historically, you were mostly a monogamy guy. You had 3 long-term as in multi-year girlfriends in a row? 3 or 4?
in a row,
Kind of in a row, yeah. Kind of.
there's
4 or 3. So you had a girlfriend in high school, you had another girlfriend, and then you had Shandy was the last one?
Yes.
Thank you. Jessie. Shandy was one before Jessie. Jessie was the one who gave us that very nice wedding gift. Right.
Yes.
Okay, so Jessie was the 4th reasonably serious girlfriend. I don't know if that's how serious they were. Long term, as in more than a year. Right? You've had 4 girlfriends that you were seeing longer than a year.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
All right.
Do
your math. Do your math skills. Because I haven't had any girlfriends in my life. Well, I had HBM, kind of. Really, that's about it. Now I'm thinking about it. I think I've had one girlfriend. If you minus Pink Firefly, I think I've had one girlfriend in my entire life. I think. Yeah. But anyway, you were different than me. So that's what I'm saying is about right?
Anyway,
don't be exact.
Here, my thing. The only serious relationship I would consider is the one with Jessica.
Okay, how long?
When other people
Jessie?
ask me, that's the only one I.
How long did you see her? 3 years?
How long did I see her, or were we dating?
Dating,
maybe.
Or seeing her with sex. Let's throw that in there. Let's add it all up.
We'll just say like around 3 years. Maybe.
3. That's right. Okay. Yeah. So the 3 girlfriends you had before that, you didn't. Well, high school, no. So the other 2 you had before her, you don't consider serious. They were girlfriends, but they were not serious girlfriends.
Honestly, I don't even remember who was before Jessie.
Shandy.
No, there's
there was another one. Yeah, there's like 4. I remember 4
in between there.
Okay, right. But what I just said is more or less accurate. Up until a few years ago, you would have girlfriend, then not girlfriend for a while, then a girlfriend, then not girlfriend, and you had about 4 of them. Right?
Yeah, something like that.
And they're all white, because guys last that. Right? Were they all white? Yeah, they're all white girls. Have you ever dated a I know you have. Have you ever dated a black girl? No.
A black girl?
Black, not mix. So by the way, he's mixed. You probably tell. Maybe you can't tell. Some guys can't tell.
Nah.
So his mom is a blonde white woman and his dad is black. Okay. So you're mixed. So you're mixed
Mexican.
You don't look Mexican. Oh, maybe.
Mexicans think I look
Okay,
Mexican.
yeah.
Don't you remember when we went to Mexico? And we went to that water park, and they started screaming. And I was like,
I don't fucking know. That's right, you would look Mexican. Okay.
And the best part was, I was taking Spanish at the charter
Did you
school.
answer him?
No, I was like, that's my first world experience of learning Spanish right now is doing nothing for me because this guy just comes, and I'm like,
how many years of Spanish did you take?
At that point,
do you know Spanish now? Do you know bullshit basic Spanish? Can you understand?
Like right now, since I haven't been in Mexico for a long, but if I'm there for like a month, I can get.
You can understand it. You can't speak it. Because I can understand. No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
You can't speak Spanish.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
How do you say that tower over there is awesome in Spanish?
I would never say that. So
well, say it.
I don't know. I don't know how to say that. I know how to say normal.
Where is the bathroom? Yeah, okay, that's different.
Donde está el baño?
El baño. Yeah, okay.
Like I know
all right,
normal.
Okay.
Not. Hey, how do I get to this big water tower?
So when I go to Germany, I can understand it if they speak very slowly. I can speak. I can't speak it, but I can understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's like the big thing is they just speak so much faster.
I know that's the fucking problem. I know. Yeah.
And in Mexico is a huge country. Like
yeah. Yep. Yeah. Mexico's very big.
Sometimes people should like check out a globe because one of the things that
go to calebjones.com/blog and look up the true world map.
Yeah.
Because on a globe, it makes Mexico look smaller than it is. So on a globe, you can look at the article I wrote, but on a globe, everything closer to the equator is mashed, smaller than it actually is in real life. And everything toward the bottom, toward the poles, is expanded. So Australia looks gigantic. And it's big, but it's not that big. And Greenland looks huge, and it's nowhere near that big. But then like India and Mexico look really small, but they're fucking huge.
Yeah.
So the real map is on my website. CalebJones.com/blog.
Nice plug. But the whole point of that is that the way they speak throughout the country is so much different. Like
In Mexico?
Yeah. Like they have like northern dialects, but they also have like words in like their own slang. Like like northern, central, southern, it's like 3 different types of Spanish that's being spoken when...
So I had an FB once who was from Dominican Republic, and I said, I can do your accent. And I said, what the fuck are you doing, vato? And she's like, that's not Dominican. That's like shit Mexican LA. I'm like, yeah, it's all the same, isn't it? Fuck you, vato. I'm going to fucking cut you, vato. So I figured, all Hispanics have the same accent.
Yeah.
She's like, you dumb shit. No, that's like Cholo Mexican East LA. I'm like, yeah. Isn't that the same in Dominican Republic? Isn't that the same in Panama? This is back when I was stupid. Yeah. Stupid. We're stupid Americans.
Yeah.
So people don't know you're an American. Do they assume? So when you're in Thailand...
No.
Wait.
Like most people do know that I'm
in Thailand?
In Thailand...
They assume you're a foreigner, but they don't think you're American, right?
In Thailand...
What do they assume you are in Thailand?
So this is actually
They're like, who the
fun.
fuck is this guy? He's from Hawaii? What do they think?
So this is one of the games I played with people, actually, is I'll ask them where they think I'm from. And most of the time
Do you hide your accent? Do you talk like this? Hello? Where do you think I'm from?
No, like
you just talk like this?
Just like after meeting them, I'll be like,
where do you think I'm from? Okay.
Yeah, like after,
So you're speaking English in an American accent.
I'll be like, where did you think I was from?
Oh, I see. Oh, before you start talking.
Yeah.
Okay. And?
Most of the time it's like the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
A majority of the time it's like Caribbean or sometimes they'll get it right and they'll be like, I think you're mixed, but like not sure.
You do look mixed.
And I was like, yeah, most of the time it's the hair that they're like
that confuses them.
That
because you have black eye hair.
Yeah.
They're
like,
you know what you could do is shave. If you shaved your head.
Yeah.
No. Why not?
I don't want to.
You look good. You look good shaved. Why not? You just don't want to do it. You don't like the look.
I don't want it shaved.
They would have no idea. Well, then they would assume more that you'd be Hispanic or Caribbean, or if you shave your head. You're right. It's the hair. Yeah.
It's like, but that's in
cool. Everyone just thinks I'm white.
In Mexico, I keep it really short, and I have a fade. So it's
do they assume in Mexico that you're Mexican?
Like some.
Yeah. Okay.
My style isn't Mexican, so it's like
right.
That's like the one thing.
You're also not very tan. So right now you're very white. You've been a lot darker than this.
Oh, I get real dark in Mexico because I'm always at the beach.
So in Mexico, when you're darker, they still think you're Mexican? More or less?
Yeah.
There are dark Mexicans, aren't
there? So when I was in Mexico, I tried to figure this out. Like, Mexico's a really weird country because they have, like, really, like, light... They have, like, Mexicans like
they have
you.
white girls.
And then they have, like,
it's crazy.
Mexicans that are, like...
Aztec. It's all the Aztec shit. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah, they have white chicks with blue eyes in Mexico.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like...
dark hair, though. Yeah.
But that's, like, usually northern Mexico.
The whiter people are northern?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
that makes sense.
Up towards, like...
that makes sense, yeah.
Monterey.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
That's where a lot
of... You were in Mexico City?
Right? I traveled around, but most of
Mexico City, right?
Most of my time is spent in Mexico City and Playa del Carmen area. I don't want to tell them.
You don't have to tell me anything.
Specific city, because...
Okay, fine. So when you were, and if you don't like it, if you want to talk, he's much more private than I am. If you don't want to talk about this, we'll edit it out. So there was a girl you were seeing in Mexico last year or the year before. Kind of seeing. No? Or is this like FB stuff?
I mean...
That means FB stuff. Okay.
There's like...
He's much more appropriate than I am.
In Mexico... Yeah, in Mexico, there's a lot of
Chicks.
yeah.
I know. That's why a lot of Americans go there.
There's a lot of.
Do they like American dudes, or is it like 50-50?
I don't know, but they like me.
I know they like you. You're good looking.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't know.
Like-
Right? You don't look white. You don't look like an American. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like.
Right.
And in Mexico City, there's not like, well, the places I went, there's not like a ton of just like. First of all, there's not just like a ton of tourists going to the places I was going,
Oh, okay.
and there so it's
You go to
not
so you like going to non-tourist areas?
yeah.
That's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Playa del Carmen's not that, but other than that,
But I'm not in Playa del Carmen.
Okay,
But
you're there.
if I told them where I went,
so you go to non-tourist cities in Mexico.
well, I'd say Mexico
Non-tourist
City
area.
is kind of touristy. But
Well, it's a big city. Depends on where you go, I guess, right?
But yeah, like I try to avoid the touristy areas, just because I want to like meet other Americans, really. But
You don't want to meet other Americans?
no.
You won't. When Mexico, you will. When I travel all over the world, there are no Americans. I'm the only American. Thailand, I guess. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
But the places I go,
Americans.
when I go to Asia, when I go to South, deep South America, when I go to, places like Dubai, I'm the only American in the entire country. I'm not the only Westerner. Sometimes I'm the only Westerner, but I'm not the only. But I'm definitely the only American.
I see.
Americans just don't go.
I see a ton of Americans, Germans,
Where? Mexico or Thailand?
in my travels in general. Americans are all over the place.
Well, Mexico and Thailand, yes. I don't go to Mexico and Thailand.
Mexico.
I've never been to Thailand. I have never been to Thailand. I've never been. Mexico, yeah.
Everywhere. Japan.
What?
Yeah.
You met Americans in Japan?
Yeah.
Where? Where are you going? I never meet these people. Although, again, you're more extroverted than me. Maybe you're out meeting more people than I am.
Well,
You met Americans in Japan?
to preface all of my traveling, I started traveling younger than you. So I was staying at like hostels and stuff originally.
Oh, okay. Well, even there's a lot of Americans in Japan at hostels.
Not in Japan.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you're going to have
I've met
Europeans, Australians, some Canadians, right? That's what I meet. I don't meet American. All right.
I meet Americans. Oh yeah.
Like, okay. All right.
Like,
I have. But hostels,
a
okay.
lot of old American dudes. Like
In Central America, yeah. Mexico, yeah.
all
Thailand.
over the place.
Well, but the places you would go.
Like
the places you like.
Well, even not just like talking to people on planes, like because we have different
Okay.
like connections.
All right,
and,
all right.
Like I met a dude who was going to Korea.
And he was an American?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like
You know what? I think that's it. I think you talk to more people than I do. I don't talk to anyone on the plane. You probably talk to everyone on the plane.
but
I don't talk to anyone.
yeah. Well, most of the time I try not to talk to people on the plane, but
I think you talk to plenty of people.
that was actually how I met the first I guess what you would I guess that's what your term would be in Mexico City was on the plane
Okay.
because we were getting off the plane.
I've heard that. A lot of guys meet women on the plane.
I was like,
Foreigners.
I was just like,
Hey, how's it going?
I just needed to come up.
The
with
one you showed
something.
me a picture of or someone else? You showed me a picture of a girl like a year when you were in Mexico.
There's a few.
And then we saw, Pink Firefly and I saw a video of you, and there was a girl like behind you, and she's like, oh, there's a girl. He's got a girl.
When?
A year ago? I don't know.
I don't know.
She's on Facebook. I'm not. Some of you had on Facebook. She's like, oh, he's got a girl with him. He's out with a girl. You know how girls are about it. Oh, he's with a girl.
In Thailand, I was out with a girl that I was out with one girl, and then there was another girl that I had went out with like a couple days before.
Good for you. Good. Very proud of you. Good.
And she comes up and gives me a hug in front of this other girl, and this other girl is like, "Who was that?"
Are they both Thai?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And she said something in Thai to. No, she told me she was just like, oh hi, yeah,
okay.
like they're very.
Well, they could be
friendly
friends.
culture.
Yeah, I know. They just,
But like
she
after
can be your friend.
After she walked away, she was like, "Who's that?" I was like,
Who's that fucking
oh my
bitch?
god.
I've had that. Not someone who hugged me, but I've had those scenarios. Yeah.
Oh,
That's where it
yeah.
God damn, where were you? Were you in Bangkok? No.
Yeah, it's in Bangkok.
Oh, really?
I was at a...
That's such a big city. I'm surprised that happened. Unless you were in the same area. Oh, let's
Yeah.
ask. So here, how do you meet girls?
For me?
Yes.
My...
You probably just talk to people, don't you?
Well,
Do you any online dating at all, anywhere? Or no? You really don't do that, do you? You've tried it, but you don't really... It's not your thing, right?
Okay, so my personality does not jive with
I know.
online dating.
I know it doesn't.
So
You just
like,
meet people?
Yeah, like in normally I go salsa dancing. That's usually
See, that's awesome. I have an article about that too. Meeting women via dance classes and shit. A lot of guys do it. That is really works really well, especially if you don't like game. Yeah, salsa dancing. Fuck yeah.
And then
Salsa dancing. You can't do salsa dancing in Thailand. How do you mean in Thailand?
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I ran into this girl again, because there's like three
Oh, got it. Now I understand.
3 to like 5.
That's the danger of social circle game.
Yeah.
You gotta be aware of that.
But I took her.
You're very extroverted and you're doing a social circle game. Guys run into that shit all the time. I don't, but guys like that, guys like you run into that all the time. Women know each other and
Yeah. But like I took her to a different one. And so I was like,
and saw a different girl there. You're like, oops.
Well, I took her on our original date to a different one. Different salsa club. So I was like, okay, I'll go to this one now. And she just happened to be
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Okay, so let me ask you some questions I asked your sister. We'll compare. Do you ever want to get married?
For me,
Ever? Or do you not know?
I am unsure on that topic of
Do you ever want to have children?
also
unsure. Now remember, he's 29. You know what I say about guys in their 20s? They say they never want kids. So I think you will.
some
Eventually.
my thing is 35. If I don't have them by like 35, 36, I won't.
Why not? You're not a chick. You can have men whenever you want. You have men, excuse me. You can have kids whenever you want.
Because I don't want to have them later than that, because then I see that as kind of like an anchor for the whole location independent thing.
Yeah, it's a problem.
So I don't want to be,
It's a workable problem, but yes. Yeah?
I don't want to lose 40 to 60
Well, then wouldn't you want to have kids later? So you can be
when I
location
was
independent
60.
now? What do you mean? No,
Have
that'd be
kids when I was 60.
No, not 60, but 40s.
That'd
See,
be
I have said
40 to 58. That'd be like the prime year. That's what I
is when you
assume
would
is like
when you
the
would have
prime.
kids or not have kids.
No, is when ideally I want those years freed up as much as possible.
Not now. So you'd rather have a kid now than in your 40s?
I would rather have a kid in a few years, not now.
Because you don't want to dick with kids in your 40s? What's the rationale?
Mainly towards as I get closer to like in my 50s and 60s.
You don't want to mess with kids in your 50s and 60s, so you'd rather have a kid soon.
Don't want to mess with kids. They're expensive.
Well, why would you want to mess with
college.
expensive kids in your 30s then? You see my point?
Because if it's sooner, well, to an extent, sooner is better. If it's not going to be like 60. So for me, it'd be like
You're talking about 18 years. 15 years?
it'd be like
You're talking about 15 to 18 years to
I
have a
assume
kid,
like
to raise a kid. 15 to 18 years or so to raise a kid. Right?
okay,
Okay. So 45 to 55. Or
that
thir-
would be 45 to 60,
No, 15 years
45.
to 55. Oh, sorry. 40 to 55. That's what I meant to say. 40 to 55.
Yeah,
Okay.
that does not seem ideal.
Well, then 30, it'll be 35 to 50.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just want to have shit cleared up when you're older. Sounds like. Because if they're expensive now, they'll be expensive when you're older. But when you're older, you have more money.
But when I'm older, it's
not
would
like
be
20
like a known expense. Like
Huh?
okay,
What?
when I'm older, like right now,
Uh-huh. So far, this is not making any sense.
If I'm older, it's a known expense if I had kids younger. Because they'd already be paid for it and stuff like that.
You don't have to account for those expenses when you're older.
If I'm older...
You'd rather account for those expenses when you're younger? When you have less money and less income? You're going to have more income when you're 50 than you would have in your 30s, right? Would you agree?
I would assume so.
I would assume so too. So why would you have kids when you have more money than less money?
Because
That's
it's
what I
about
tell
the
people.
it's about the years that are being taken up of my life.
You would rather have your younger years consumed by kids than your older years consumed
I
by
would
kids.
rather have
For lifestyle
as much of my 50s and 60s free as possible.
For lifestyle reasons, not for financial reasons.
For traveling reasons.
So you'd rather be location dependent and travel more when you're older than now, or soon.
Well, I've been doing it for like 5
I know.
years already.
So you'd rather be more location dependent in your 30s / early 40s than location dependent in your 50s and 60s.
Oh, yes.
So you're saying if I have to be location dependent for a time, I'd rather it be as a younger man than as an older man.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a lifestyle decision you're making.
Yeah.
Okay, even though you understand it's going to cost you a lot of money in your 30s and 40s to raise those goddamn kids.
I didn't say I wanted these kids.
I understand,
but
that's your thought process. We're just talking about your thought process.
Yes,
Okay.
and
okay.
Also, like nah, never mind.
What? Go ahead.
It's too hard to explain.
All right.
It's just
How many? If you had kids, I assume you're not gonna have very many. 1 or 2, or do you want a whole bunch? Because you're a maniac.
See, for me, it depends on like what the grouping of the kids are.
What?
Like what the like breakdown is.
What do
Like
you mean, boy, girl?
if we
The sex of the kids?
Yeah. If I have like 3 girls,
Kill yourself.
I'll be like, okay, another, so we can
What?
have a boy.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. You have 3 girls. You're fucked.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
I see. So
But
you'd
then
have 4.
but if we
God
had
damn,
like,
you'd have 4 kids. That's cool. I don't want to be a grandpa.
but if we had like 2 boys, I'd be like, nah, I'm
oh,
cool.
I see. You're cool. Oh, really? You don't need girls?
Yeah.
You don't need girls?
No.
Oh, that's so funny. That's pretty funny. Because I wanted one of each, which I got.
Yeah,
I wanted a boy and a girl. Oh shit, that's funny. Yeah, we're Pink Firefly are pumped to be grandparents.
Ooh.
Not now though. Wait.
Won't be me anytime
35.
soon.
Well, that's what I tell guys. At least 40 for kids. 35 before you settle down. That's what I tell guys.
Yeah, that might be about right.
Yeah, fine.
I don't know.
And your sister said the kind of same thing. She's like, later.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Yeah,
Like,
later. I'm gonna
For
live a long
me,
time.
I don't even know, like, what. I don't even
So
know what kind of girl I want to settle
Yeah, I
down
know.
with.
Well, that's why you
Like,
shouldn't settle down.
I need to pick a country first.
Right.
Need to be like,
So you would settle down. You're not thinking about it. You haven't made a decision.
it depends what settle down means. Because I don't think
if
I'll
you set-
ever stop traveling.
You can travel with a woman. I'm location
I know.
dependent. I have a woman.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But that's what,
You're talking about
I
settling
mean,
down
like,
with kids.
what
and
do you
shit.
mean settle
You can
down?
travel with kids. There are guys who do that. It's
Yeah.
a little complicated, but they do it.
Well, I mean, that also requires a woman who is willing to be like,
That's the problem.
yeah,
So
I'll
my woman would not be willing to travel with kids. She's more traditional that way. Right. But you are traveling all over the place and you're talking to a lot of different people and you'll be able to find something like that if you want. You'll have an easier time doing that than I would.
Yeah, but I have other
Other items on your
requirements.
list. Yeah, I had a list too. I had a list. She had everything on my list. So I had a list of must-haves and would be nice to have for my OLTR wife. And so she has all the must-haves, all of them, and she had about half of them would be nice to haves. So it worked out for me. But I didn't have travel with kids. I'm done having kids. So that makes it easier. So yeah,
well,
that's what you have a list.
that doesn't even have to be on the list because I don't necessarily want kids. But a woman,
She will.
But a woman,
If she's young, she
who
will.
wants
That's the other part
to
of it.
/ is willing to live like half the year in different parts of the world
You
is.
find somebody like that.
I know, but it's not.
The problem is someone like that is going to be younger, and the younger girls want kids.
Yeah.
That's the fucking problem with the young girls. They want fucking kids. The older girls, older ladies, they're like, eh. Or they can't. Or they're like, they think they're past 35, so they pass their expiration date on that or whatever.
Don't know. Don't talk to those.
Okay.
The older.
Why not? Older women are great.
I don't know.
I talk to all of them. Not talk to, I have all of them in my life.
25 is my cutoff.
What's your lowest? 18?
No. I mean,
20? What's your age range? I've never asked you this.
well,
21 to 25?
I guess inherently, because most of the time I'm in Mexico or Thailand, it's 20 to 26.
20 to 26?
Yeah, because they can come into like the clubs and stuff at 20.
In Thailand?
Yeah.
How about
Because
Mexico? Mexico's 19?
Drinking age.
What's drinking age in Mexico? Is it
Drinking
19?
age
It's 19 in Canada.
Mexico is like 18 or something.
Okay, so but you still wouldn't go as low as 18?
Not for like a relationship.
But not. No, I'm not talking about. Oh, okay, for a relationship. Yes.
A
I see.
relationship? No.
Okay.
Like,
Well, I agree with that. I've said that. You've seen me say that. No relationships with 18-year-olds. Want to play around? Sure. No, are you kidding? Matter of fact, OLTR, I say it's not a hard rule. It's just my opinion. 25-ish. For a OLTR with long-term expectations, a girlfriend with long-term expectations, or maybe future wife, 25. 24, maybe. Because if you start getting into a serious relationship with a chick who's like 20, you don't know. And I went through that with HBM, the woman whose name started with L right before her. Don't say her name. My main woman before her, the Asian girl.
yeah.
So same thing with her. I mean, if we had gotten serious when she was 19, which we weren't,
Yeah.
that would have been stupid because she changes.
Yeah.
That's not the woman she is yet. So when a girl's 20, that's not the woman you're going to end up with. You know, wait till she's 25. Then you have a better idea who she is. Yeah. That's why I say it's 25-ish. For serious relationships. For fuck buddies and have fun. Go down to as low as you want. That's legal. I don't know what the legal ages are in Mexico or Thailand. So they're probably pretty fucking low.
I don't know. Honestly, it's like
Maybe 14, 15 or something.
I think it's probably like 18.
Is it?
But I honestly don't really venture
don't go
that
that
low
low, yeah.
into the
Yeah.
only on accident in Mexico because
They don't carry IDs.
well.
I'm doing time. We're good.
Well, I went to one of those clubs, and I didn't know like 18-year-olds were allowed in these clubs in Mexico.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like-
First time?
I was
Yeah.
like, okay, whatever. And then
Hi, I'm 18.
I was like, well, she didn't. This is when I was like first in Mexico, so my Spanish was
Oh,
terrible, and
okay.
you know, I was like,
How do you say how old are you in Spanish?
¿Cuántos años tienes?
No, that's good.
I honestly don't even remember
probably
how
don't
I
care.
figured out.
You probably didn't even care. You're like, oh, whatever. She looks all right.
No,
It's not like America where you
They're
get in
just-
trouble.
they're just so like spacey.
What? Mexican girls?
No, just like
Young girls?
Young girls.
Yeah, not
Oh,
spacey.
yeah.
They're disorganized. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know.
So
That's why at one point I drew a line at 23 for anything. For anything, even casual shit, 23, and then I got married. So now the younger they are, the less they care.
my like ideal like what would it be? Golden is
20,
like
25.
23 to 25.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Those
guys
are
agree.
like-
I think most guys agree with you.
That's my
Yeah,
maybe 22.
for a relationship, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most guys agree. Yeah.
Well, for anything.
It'd be interesting what you say about this, like in 15 years when you're my age or when you're in your 40s.
Probably the same thing.
Yeah, see,
Probably.
Right. Maybe not. I don't know. And if you were 45 and you were getting into a serious relationship with a 22-year-old, then I would yell at you and call you stupid. Serious relationship, not playing around. That's fine. If you were 45.
See, this these are the other thoughts I have. My other thought is like, I don't want kids now, but I do have a strong feeling I'll want them later. Like,
Yes.
like
yes.
even when I'm like,
Yes. That's how men are wired. I think.
maybe when I'm like 45, 50,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, maybe I'll want them then. Like
I would have kids if I hadn't had you and your sister. I would have had kids when I was 45ish, a few years ago. I would have.
Yeah.
1 or 2, maybe 1. I would have done something. Yeah, because I know I would have wanted them. And it's probably a biological thing. It's probably stupid, but fine. And it would have been under my conditions, under OLTR, traveling, location dependent. I would have figured something out. There's a lot of ways you can figure stuff out. Yeah.
I was thinking.
I agree.
Maybe just wait until I'm older and then.
Yes. Wait till you're older.
And then just be.
I want you to have them now because I want to be a grandpa. But yeah, for you, yes. Wait.
Just find like a 25-year-old when I'm.
You can.
old
You
and be
can.
like-
You can. Especially internationally. Easy. Fuck, they won't care. They actually prefer older guys.
Just.
Especially if you're an American and everything. Oh my God. And you're good looking. Easy. You're going to still look good because you're mixed. I got to work on not aging like shit. You're going to be fine. Yeah, you're lucky that way.
Well.
Yeah.
We'll see. I want to go to. Well, yeah.
What?
Never mind.
Good. No.
There's just like a bunch of places that I still need to go before being like.
Make a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And then
I agree with you.
I'll make a decision on like because
Korea.
that's one place
I have not.
really,
On my last AMA, they asked me, "What's the country you want to visit the most you haven't been to yet?" And I came up with South Korea.
North Korea.
I like it. You want to go?
South Koreans are supposed to be the hottest.
They not supposed to be. They are. Of the Asian women, yes.
Well,
Japanese are pretty close, but yes.
Japanese, South Korean,
South
and
Korean,
then there's
Japanese.
like a certain area in China that's supposed to be like.
Where's this?
I don't remember,
The fuck?
but it's like
China.
yeah.
Where?
I don't
I think
find
it's bullshit.
them.
I call
real.
bullshit on that. I don't know. But I don't know. China's a big place. Who knows? I go to China, I'm like, look around the women, I'm like, okay.
Well, see, this might
Sorry.
surprise these people, but that's how I feel in Thailand because they're all like,
That's you feel in Thailand?
yeah,
You're looking at going, eh?
yeah. It's like
Thai women don't do it for me, yeah. But a lot of guys are, but you and I are in the minority. A lot of guys like Thai girls. Are you kidding?
Asians
Fuck.
in general don't really have my body type.
Yeah,
they
I
have
agree.
pretty faces,
Yes, that's the problem with Asians.
but like,
That's exactly the problem. Their faces are great, and the body's like, damn it. But every once in a while you find one, and you're like, ooh. Of Asian, a curvy Asian girls.
yeah.
God damn.
And
But they're not very common, yeah. But when you find one, Cambodia.
there's one other issue that I found is, and this is my weird thing, is teeth. If they have, I don't like.
You're into teeth?
Yeah, like I'm not into teeth.
That's a thing for you.
It's like if you don't have,
Thailand
if you have weird teeth,
Mhm.
it's like
and Mexico, frankly. No, I guess not Mexico.
a,
I guess not Mexico.
a surprising amount of them have braces.
Yeah,
which,
that's
like,
true. You're right.
Which
All
I don't,
South America have braces.
which I don't mind.
Mhm.
It's like,
No, you're right. You're right.
working on it, but there's a lot of people,
Shit.
a lot of like Japanese and Chinese that I've seen
Chinese, yeah.
that have like dirty teeth, and I'm like, just like in my, experience,
I understand.
and I'm like,
I understand about.
hold up.
Yeah.
But that's another reason I want to go back to like Central America, because I think those are
Central America?
like Central and South America. Central
There's
America.
a difference between those two.
Central America is like
Central America's a shithole, minus Panama.
okay.
Belize.
Well,
South America, yeah. You go to Central America. I don't know how the women are there. I just know it's dangerous. You gotta be careful.
okay.
But yeah. I don't know how the women are. Central. South America,
Latino countries, but
Latin American countries.
Yeah,
that's
Latin
that's Mexico and South. Everything.
Yeah.
Latin
I
world.
think those are my.
Oh yeah, Colombia,
Like,
Paraguay, Colombia, Argentina, not so much. Brazil. Those aren't darker skin. Do you care about skin tone?
I'm over white girls, I think.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh really?
I don't think that's
okay. All right.
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Oh, all right. You were all white girls before.
Yeah, but
You were younger. You were all white girl. You were Mr. White Girl. Even when you were a lot darker. Yeah.
yeah, but it's played. They all look
played
the
out?
same now.
They all look the same.
Like,
Well, if you don't account for hair color, all right, maybe. Oh.
but
That's
like,
interesting. So you like darker skinned girls now? Like you? You don't like because you don't like black girls?
Not like me.
Years ago, you and I had a discussion about black girls
Yeah,
for you. And you're
I
like,
don't really like black girls.
no. Yeah, you don't like black girls.
But
So you don't like
I
black
kind of
girls?
like black girls now.
Oh.
Like,
okay,
well,
right.
I don't.
I have never been with a 100% African American black girl. I was with one 100% dark girl, but she wasn't African American. She was Bahamas. Matter of fact, you met her. You didn't meet her. You saw her.
I saw her.
Yeah, I remember. Maybe I never told you this. So when we went to the Bahamas, so I took him and a few of his friends, and then he brought a few of his friends to the Bahamas, to the Atlantis Resort for his college graduation or your turning 21 present, some event, something like that.
Yeah.
And so you and I went out of the resort down to the place where you eat the conch.
Yeah.
Okay. And there was a Bahama girl there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so
remember.
hot, the Bahamas. You do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But my friends were with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she started talking when you started talking. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met her.
Yeah. I try to remember her name. I have her in our spreadsheet somewhere. But anyway. Oh my God.
Spreadsheet.
Well, you know me.
Yeah.
So black women in the Caribbean are nothing like black women in the United States. They're not from Africa. It's a totally different race. Their skin is dark, but that's the only commonality they have with women from Africa. Their faces look completely different. Their bodies look completely different. They almost look Asian. They almost like Asians with bigger asses than black girls. Oh my God, it's so hot. So go to the Bahamas. If you like dark-skinned women who are really curvy, go to the Bahamas. You will not believe what you see there. They don't look like African-American women. There's nothing like that. Not saying African-American women aren't hot, because you go to Detroit, there are lots of hot black girls. But it's nothing like, you go to the Bahamas. Anyway, so that was the only 100% dark skin. I've been with mixed black women who are like half black, half white. One or two. One was half black, half, did you meet her? No, you didn't. Half black, half Vietnamese. She was really hot. She was like 10. She was gorgeous. Yeah. So I've been with a few of those, but I've never met a 100% black African-American woman ever. I probably never will. It's very sad. It's fine, I guess. I tried to. I failed. They don't like me. I'm too white.
Yeah, I don't know about African-American women.
So just dark skinned women. Yeah. So Latina women.
Well, I don't. I'm.
You like Latin women?
I think I'm over American women in general. But like, I think it'd be cool to go to like, maybe not like Russia, but like Ukraine.
Those aren't dark skinned.
I
Those
know,
are whiter than me.
But those there.
Oh, you like them too? All right. Well, that's white girls. So you're not over white girls. You're full of shit. You're over American white girls.
Okay.
Ukrainians are white girls.
Here's the disclaimer I'll put. Like over the years, I've gotten more strict with my like scale. I know you don't believe in a 10, but
right. I don't believe in an objective 10. I believe in a personal 10.
If I went to, if it were a white girl, it'd have to be my version of a 10.
Describe your version of a 10, or do you have that picture in your head? You have to. You're a boy. Describe your 10, unless you don't want to.
Perfect 10.
Perfect 10 for you. Curvy.
Like 5 foot, 5'1".
Good, short, like I like them.
Yeah,
okay.
short.
Okay, good.
Real short.
Me too. You got that from me. Yeah.
Short. And now this is I have like two, because one is like a darker skinned one with brunette hair, and one's a lighter skinned one with blonde hair.
Okay. Other than that, they're the same though.
Oh yeah. Other than that,
so
they're
curvy, short, like I
with
like.
Huge tits and a huge ass, and
like what I like. Okay.
Not like a tiny waist, but like a
tiny waist. Okay.
Like
good waist.
Yeah, I don't want like a like.
I like tiny. I like
stick figure.
Well, stick figure with a big ass and big tits. Yes.
Yeah, I don't like seeing bones. That's my
Well, I don't, if she has big tits and big ass, I don't mind seeing bones a little bit. But all right, I get it.
like seeing rib cage. Not my thing.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
Oh,
All right.
I do. Oh, gross.
Okay. You know what's funny? I might cut this out. I might not. So I was looking for girls in this new country I'm going to for
Yeah.
her for her to watch me.
Yeah.
And so I found one, and I went, "Oh, I think she might like her." So I sent her a picture, like 2 pictures of her. I said, "Do you like her? For you?"
Yeah.
She's like, "I don't know. Send me more." Yeah, I think so. Send me more pictures. So I sent one of her body, and it showed her in a bikini. And she said exactly what you said. She goes, "I can see her ribs." No, she's beautiful, but I can see her ribs. No. I went, "Oh, okay." So, all right.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like a weird, like for me, it's just a weird thing being able to see like bones sticking out.
All right. Okay.
Oh.
You just pretty much describe what I like, except my 10 would probably not be dark skin. She'd probably be white. I like Barbies.
I like
But I'm from the 80s, and you're not.
I like tan girls.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Nothing wrong with tan girls.
I
I'll
wouldn't
go too.
say like. Do you know who like Demi Bobby is?
No. What's that? Is
Oh,
this an Instagram chick?
I don't even know what she does.
Demi
Like
Bobby?
I don't.
No idea. Yeah, show me. Is she an actress? You don't even know. You know who Kathy Fierro is?
Nah.
Google Kathy Fierro. She looks like a fucking mutant. Hot as fuck. Most of you guys go, ooh, gross. Why does Caleb like that? Because Caleb's a fucking pig. You know? I like mutant chicks. Although Pink Firefly doesn't look like a mutant. She looks a little more normal. Just pull up anything.
I was just trying to find her. Ah, here we go. Yeah.
Bring up one of those. Zoom in. So, yeah, her body's great. Her face is but her body's great.
But that skin color.
Oh, that
is
skin
like-
color. Well, she's tan white to me. To me, that is a tan white girl.
She's like a
But she's not.
light
She's
Latina.
Yeah, she's a light. Same thing. She's a light Latina. You can Google her. Spell her name.
Demi Mawby is her last
Okay.
name.
Oh yeah, yeah, she's good. Yeah, she's good. Oh shit, how you doing? Yeah, she's good.
she's-
All right. So you like that skin tone? So you like light skin Latina, dark skin white? That's what I would define that as.
Yeah, but in like
Yeah.
in Thailand, there's like I think she's Pakistani.
Pakistani.
Yeah, she's Thai Pakistani.
You know what? Not Pakistani, but Middle Eastern women are really hot. They're really good looking.
Yeah.
Pakistani. So the Indian women, the women from India in Fiji, smoking hot. If you like Indian girls, you don't know what you're in for. Go to Fiji, and go to the city on the west coast called, I forgot the name. Go there. There's only one city in Fiji. Go there. Hottest Indian girls you've ever seen in your life. Better than India.
See,
Pakistani?
Like,
oh,
yeah.
you like her? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's not as exaggerated as the other one. Okay, yeah, I get it.
She's
I get your type now. Yeah, you like darker skin, but light dark skin. Lighter shades of dark. Like you, almost like you are right now. Yeah. Maybe one shade lighter than this.
yeah, but then
Yeah.
there's
I get it. No, I understand it. All right.
there's others that are like really dark that I'm like,
Oh, okay. So you're not saying no to black girls now, or you wouldn't?
nah.
Would you have kids with a black girl?
If they were,
Smoking. Okay, yeah. Well, that's...
they have to be.
Yeah, okay. The bar is higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
me too.
Well, it's not like necessarily higher. It's just like
Well, if black women are attractive, but black women are not my type. So for me to get excited about black women, the bar is higher, not because of race or racism, but because of my preferences. I like white blonde Barbies. So have I seen really hot black chicks? Yes, but it's rare for me because that's not my type. Whereas a guy who's really into black chicks is going to have a much wider selection of black women that he would like.
Well, my thing was gonna be that it's not hard. It's just harder to find someone that fits my type
I see. Of
that
race.
is black. Where
Well, same thing with
we
Asian.
live.
Right, same thing with Asians. You're not gonna find a big tits, big ass Asian girl. I mean, they're out there, but yeah.
Well, like I said, there's a reason I'm about to go back to Mexico. Like, it's. I mean, it's hard to find an Asian like that, but like there are.
I know, it makes me sad.
There's a decent amount of them.
Now in Korea, they get the fake titties, so they solve half that problem.
And Koreans are a little bit different than Thais, that they're obsessed with being super light
They're
skin.
obsessed. I know, it's kind of sad actually.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah, the Koreans are obsessed to an unhealthy degree, I think.
sun, umbrella.
I know. Yeah, they're obsessed. Yeah, I know. I don't think it's healthy, but anyway, that's a whole cultural thing.
Yeah.
We need to wrap this up in a little bit. What did you want to talk about or ask me if there was anything I talked about yet? Or what do you want to tell them, if anything? I asked your sister the same thing, and she's like, I don't give a fuck. But she's a girl.
What to tell them?
Yeah. Or what did you want to say? How do you feel about Alpha Male 2.0? I never asked you that. Guys ask that. How do you feel about, you have an understanding of my basics and my macro. How do you feel about it? Do you agree with it, disagree with it? Are there parts you agree with, parts you disagree with, or you agree across the board, or what? And be honest.
I mean, I agree with it for the most part across the board.
Okay.
Like, my honest feelings are, like, I feel like maybe, not in high school, but in, maybe even in high school, like, I had more of these, like, alpha male 2.0 tendencies before that's, like, what you had this business as. Like,
that's about what I was figuring out when you were, like, late teens.
But,
Because how old were you got divorced? 15? You were about 15, 16.
16.
You had your own car by then.
Yeah.
You came over to my apartment a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I didn't have this figured out until maybe 2010-ish, really formula. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
But, like, let's see, how can I put this? And I think even before, like, you and Mom even split up, I think my idea of relationships and...
We're similar to that already?
Yeah, like, even in, like, I remember in high school, the only reason I'd date these girls is because they'd be, like, after, like, a year or, like, 6 months of talking to them or something, they'd be like, okay, I think we should probably be, like, boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay, whatever,
Right.
sure, fine.
That's most guys, yeah.
And then for me, as soon as that happened, I'd be like, okay, I'm over you. Like,
you've done that several times. That's how you're just like me. You get over shit really fast.
Yeah.
You were over your last girl, like, really quick.
Well,
She was surprised. I was surprised how fast you got over her.
yeah. Well, there's a lot.
I know all that. I know some details too. But yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. So even
that was
before,
pretty easy.
yeah. Well, you were building up. So even before I started talking about stuff, that's kind of what you would have done anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, even as I, like, reflect and think about the things that I was thinking at different points in my life, I've always, like, it just didn't make sense to me. Like, people, like, marrying their, like, high school sweetheart. Like, throughout high school, I was like, yeah, we're dating, but the odds of us, like, getting married are practically zero.
'Cause you're being
and, well, and my thing is, I just didn't even want to get married. Like,
I know.
for as long as I can remember, like, I'm talking like 14, 13.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to wait until 35 to start a family. Like, just because I feel like so many people marry, like, the wrong person, or they just don't know what's out there.
And you thought about this before me and your mom split up.
Oh, yeah. Like...
Well, your biological dad and your mom split up. Do you think some of that is from that or no?
Maybe. I mean,
I guess you wouldn't know.
That might be, like, the original reasoning for being, like, for not being, like, even when I was in, like, a relationship, being like, yeah, it's, like, not really.
Maybe.
That's why I said the only, like, real relationship I would consider is Jesse.
But you were really young back then. That happened. But I don't know. That could have been wired into your brain somehow. Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know. But that's why I say Jesse's, like, the only one.
You consider serious.
Yeah.
And she was 3 years.
she was like
Yeah.
3 years or so. So how long have you guys been married?
Well, depends on what you define by married. I define it
When we
December
went to your
of
wedding.
2000. Wedding was August 2018.
Okay.
So
So-
2.5 years.
Yeah. So
Right? Is that right?
Yeah. So we were probably together like around 3 years,
Yeah.
something like that.
Her wedding gift to us was one of her favorites because she made this flower thing in a
Yeah,
glass
I know.
case and everything.
Yeah, I know.
She loved it. She still has it. And that's why she was so sad when she found out. I told her, "Oh, Josh broke up." With, she's like, "What?" She was so fun. Oh, because we had fun in Vegas too, the four of us.
Oh yeah.
When we went shopping that one night or whatever, she liked her. Yeah, and I liked her. She was cool. Shit, what was her name? Jessie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good old Jessica.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
she's out there somewhere.
You want to do this again?
Do what?
This.
You're gonna be gone.
Are you going to visit me in? Don't say the name. The new country. If I help you pay for transportation, because I've told both my kids they can come visit me whenever they want, with a reason, you know. It's not really your kind of country, I don't think. But you can if you want.
Actually, I hear a lot of the hot influencers are moving there.
A lot of hot influencers are already there.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
I
where
mean.
like they're all going
Yeah.
because it's a
It's
nice
like
place
the
to
new-
take picture. It's the new mecca for that. I didn't know that, and you'll know what this place is probably by the time this video comes out. But anyway, I didn't know that of this place until later. I'm like, oh, it's not one of the decisions that I factored in. I didn't care, but yeah, because it's a cool place. It's very picturesque. A lot of cool places to take your picture
Yeah.
and live a cool life and shit. So yeah, if you have money, yeah.
Yeah. I have.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want, let me know. Come visit me.
Yeah, I will.
So same thing as last time. You guys have questions for him. Put them in the comments, and we'll keep them for the next time we do this. And I'll have him answer them. Cool.
I'll answer your questions.
Your
that
bullshit
you have
questions,
for
because
me.
I get questions about you. I get questions a little bit about your sister, but I get more questions about you, which kind of makes sense because you're a guy. Yeah. My phone ran out of storage space. It killed the video prematurely, but I was just asking about how he's going to turn 30 this year and if you had any thoughts on that. And your thoughts were, really quick before we go.
I don't really have many thoughts on turning 30. I'm excited, I guess, but not like turning 18 or 21 or anything like that. And I'm not like scared of it or like anything like that. It's just another birthday, in my opinion.
I was excited to turn 30, and women hate turning 30. The crazy thing is I have a son who's 30.
Yeah.
That's how fucking old I am.
I want to turn 40. That's what I'm excited for.
40's awesome. 40's are kick ass. Okay. Thank you.
That's my...
Thanks for doing this.
No problem. Anytime.
We'll do it again.
It's the least I can do.
Bye, guys.